Bonnie, happy Saturday. I am back. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just went outside. It is so fall-like outside. It is really, really cold. It's such a weird weather pattern this year. It was like 95 and then the winds came in and it's like 50 and then it's supposed to be like 90 again on Monday. So crazy, crazy weather. So today I decided to take advantage of the cool weather and I went downstairs and I was cleaning and organizing. So first of all, I gotta say, I'm so fortunate to have a basement. One of the most important things, I think, in the Bath & Body Works universe is to have a lot of storage space if you're going to be collecting, because it takes up a lot of room, unfortunately. And I like having the basement because the candles are more well preserved, I feel like, because it's cool, it's dry down there, and it's a nice way to store them because I use those giant racks and they're really heavy duty racks. I'm going to have a video in a minute of the entire setup, but I use those giant metal racks that you can get at like Sam's Club or Walmart or Target, and they hold a lot of weight. To me, that's the best way to store candles. And I just recently moved a whole bunch of beading stuff, a whole bunch of craft stuff, and I got my 2 racks set up. I think I showed you a rack that I had about a month and a half ago or so, but I redid it. And I've got my Halloween stuff organized now. The only problem is I don't have room for new Halloween stuff, so I think I need a new rack. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. But I think one of the best ways to store candles is either on these racks. You don't need the cartons if you're going to store them on the rack, although you can store them in the cartons. The only thing is you can't get as many candles on the rack when you're using the cartons because you have to put 6 in. So kind of a personal choice on how to do it, but you're going to see a lot of Goose Creek, you're going to see a lot of Kringle, and you're going to see a lot of Bath & Body Works in a second. I also wanted to show you another candle that is coming back to Bath & Body Works for fall. Check it out, Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow. It's a light one, but it's one of my favorites. Check it out. I haven't even burned this one. This is one that I have in my collection. It smells so good, you guys. I don't know why. I'm in the mood for a little vanilla pumpkin marshmallow today, and I love this design. I'm so excited about fall. Like I said, it's going to be a really adventurous summer and fall for us because my husband's stem cell transplant, but I'm really trying to keep positive and keep on keeping and keep showing you guys all of this wonderful stuff because I want my husband to be, by September, you know, healthy enough after his stem cell to be walking outside and being able to enjoy, you know, the fall weather. Because that's one thing you can do. When you have a stem cell, you're not really supposed to be around any crowds. Bad idea to go to the mall or anything. But the one thing he will be able to do is walk outside. So I'm hoping for a really nice fall so he can recuperate by walking. So anyway, let's go into my basement and check out my storage solutions for Bath & Body Works. So here we go. So this is the first rack that I initially showed everyone a couple of months ago, but I took a lot of stuff off and moved it. So this is primarily my Kringle candle collection and my Bath & Body Works snow globes for Christmas. So a lot of you probably have seen this one. So this is the new area. So check it out. I have got all of my fall candles neatly organized and stored now by candle type. And then check it out. These are all of my Christmas candles that I have left. I feel like I have a lot of candles. Right here we have White Barn. I've got some Goose Creek. And on the very bottom we have Spring and Summer. I really do feel like I have a lot of candles. I recently gifted a lot of these off to friends and relatives, but I still feel like I have too many. Here's my Halloween collection. Those are my Kringle Halloween. We're going to get those out soon. I have a lot of Bath & Body Works Halloween in my collection. I have some Goose Creek. And this is my Halloween collection of snow globes and, or water globes, not snow globes, water globes and Halloween decor. I need more space. I keep my egg crates up there, but I'm gonna need more space for Halloween this year, you guys. Look at all of the stuff I already have on my shelf. So this is primarily what I've organized recently. I'm pretty happy with this setup, and I'm happy with my stash at this point. I don't have too many, but I have enough. This is another rack I have of kind of mishmash. I've got a couple of Halloween things on here. This one still needs to be organized. I've got Yankee, I've got Kringle, I've got my single wick collection down there. I actually was doing a garage sale to get rid of a couple of things. I just really don't want to have too much in my collection. I think one of the things you kind of have to decide as a candle collector is how much room do you have for candles, how many you actually want to save, how many you want to burn, and how many you want to give away, sell, and move out of your collection. And if you've been doing this for a really long time, your collection can get really big. I want to say Bath & Body Works does upwards of 400 to 500 candles per year for everything. If you look at all of semi-annual sale, if you look at all of fall, Christmas, spring, summer, Bath & Body Works comes out with a lot of candles, not to mention the fact that I have other candle companies mixed in. Kringle, Goose Creek. I have other, Yankee, Witch City Wicks I do around Halloween. Homeworks. I actually have a homework section, if you saw off to the side there. I don't really have that organized yet. My homework section, I need a special rack just for homeworks, by the way. But it does become a lot. And I burn candles in my home on a daily basis. The thing is, when you own, 300 or 400 candles, and you burn a candle for 3 or 4 hours a couple times a day, they don't really go down very far. I very rarely will burn a candle. A lot of people ask me this, and it's a good question. I don't really burn candles all the way down a lot of times because I like to switch off. And then what I'll do is I'll get new candles in that I'm reviewing, and I'll focus on those candles. I mean, obviously I have my favorites like everyone. Right now I'm focused on the paintbrush collection. So I've been burning those a couple times a day. What I tend to do is, as the seasons change, like right now, sitting next to me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pallets, six crates of candles sitting right next to me that I need to review. Some of them I need to review, some of them I just reviewed, some of them are summer candles that I'm burning and enjoying. I have candles all over my house, but I got a lot of candles. And as a reviewer, I probably have more candles than the average person. So it means I have to decide how many I actually want to keep and how many I need to cycle out so that I can bring new ones in. And believe me, it's a challenge. I mean, I have a lot of space in the basement, but I'm not looking at all to have like over 1,000 candles in my collection. That's not what I want to do because it's just too overwhelming. So what I tend to do is I burn, I gift, I sell them off, and then I start over again every year because this is a good example. Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow is going to be coming back in the fall. I know it. So usually what I tend to, it smells so good. I always smell a candle when I pick it up. Usually what I tend to do is keep candles in my collection that either I love the jar styles, like I have this whole collection because it's beautiful, or candles that are a little bit unique that I think that might not come back. So like the Sour Melon Drop one, I don't know if they're going to bring that one back ever. I will keep that one. So any of them that are a little bit different, I have a lot of Fresh Cut Lilac from the spring. I have a lot of Hot Cocoa and Cream. I have like 2 or 3 of those because I love Hot Cocoa and Cream. I always collect the Halloween candles. Those I do collect. And you kind of have to decide which season you want to focus on a little bit more. I tend to get rid of a lot of the tropical collection after I review them because it's not necessarily my favorite. I have a harder time getting rid of fall and Christmas candles because I love them so much. But I just wanted to kind of explain that because it's a little bit hard, especially if you don't have a lot of space or you're unsure of how to start a candle collection. So you can do one of two things. You can either buy a candle, burn it down, and hope it comes back next year. Or if it's a really special candle, you can buy an extra and start a little candle collection and say to yourself, okay, how many candles do I want in my collection? 100. So that means once you hit 100, then you say to yourself, okay, I'm either going to burn these or I'm going to gift them or get rid of them. And then your stash stays at 100. So that's kind of my recommendation that I've come across over the last couple of years. Come to a conclusion of like what number of candles you want top in your collection, and then you stick to it, and then you're a lot calmer and you're a lot more like peaceful with your collection because you know it's not growing out of control. And it is a little bit difficult, especially when you have multiple candle companies. And one collection that has really taken me by storm here has been, oh my gosh, these Kringle Candle Reserve collection. I actually don't have my Reserve collection on my shelf yet. I just got one of these, one of each of the new ones, all unburned. I am a Kringle Candle ambassador too. And I love this collection so much, this Reserve collection. And I love the Halloween candles from Kringle so much. So I always save those. So those are really taking up a lot of my space. I think I need a rack only for Halloween. That's going to be my next investment. But you kind of got to decide which season you love and which candles you want to collect, because it can be a little bit challenging. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to continue to do some more of these organizational and storage videos, give you my tips that I've learned over the years, and let me know in the comments what you collect, what candles you love the most, and how you store them. I'm really curious. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.